I'm Taylor.
And I'm Nora.
And welcome to Season 4, Episode 10 of Go With The Flow. Today we're making a marbled chocolate ring cake.
It looks neat. It's like a plain cake batter.
Mm-hmm.
We put some of that into it, and then we add the chocolate, and then we make it kind of a marbled effect.
In a bundt pan.
Yeah, that's definitely different.
I've never used a bundt pan before.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how it'll work, but I hope it looks pretty in the end. Also, last episode of the season!
Whoa, last chocolate cake!
We did it.
We did it. We have our borrowed bundt pan here. It says to line it with strips of parchment. We have an idea of how that would go, but we're not gonna do it.
Yeah. So, it just seems like it would fill in all of the intricate parts and make it not as pretty. And since it really is like a smooth, pretty looking cake, I don't want to do that. And I feel like this pan's made for this purpose.
I'm gonna spray it. I feel like honestly the baking parchment is more just for convenience most of the time.
Yeah. The other thing about it is that it doesn't actually call for a bundt pan. It calls for a
ring mold.
1.75 liter ring mold.
Yeah.
Which we don't know how big that is. We don't know how big this is. We have no idea how far up the batter will come.
Yep.
But we assume this is definitely big enough. The cake is really simple. We're just going to mix everything together. It's equal parts butter, sugar, and flour, which is 225 grams. So it's a pretty large amount.
Yeah.
2 whole sticks of butter. It's got 4 eggs. We haven't had that many eggs in a while.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like maybe they help it hold structure better in shapes, but I'm making that up.
It also is just, we think, going to be a bigger batter. It's funny, with both the sugar and the flour, I got 223 right away.
So close.
Thought maybe last episode of Season 4 I would get it perfectly. Instead, I dropped the spoon into here.
We've got our butter, sugar, eggs, flour. We're gonna add some baking powder for some extra rise.
Ooh, I almost did tablespoons and
Ooh,
teaspoons.
really extra rising. Cool. Then
that's it, because we don't want the cocoa powder quite yet.
Yeah.
Right? Except the cocoa and water, yeah.
Okay. Easy.
Yeah, so that will be our plain batter. Then we'll add chocolate.
We're already done, and the oven isn't even halfway preheated.
Done.
No, not at all. We're done with that part.
The putting the stuff in the bowl. We need to mix it. It just says to dot about half the mixture in teaspoons into the base of the prepared tin.
Which is funny, because I feel like that's just going to fill the base of the tin. Don't you think? Half of this is quite a bit.
Yeah, that's probably where like our tin thing is different. So then once we have the chocolate batter, we dot that kind of over the top. We can't really do in between, but kind of. We'll work it out, and then we'll swirl it. It'll be fine. As long as the 2 batters are there. This looks like mousse almost.
Oh, it does. I was trying to figure out what color that was. Yep, mousse is the right thing.
It's the color mousse. I won't be able to see what I'm doing.
That's okay.
Unlike most things that I've swirled in the past.
I've only ever swirled a topping onto something.
So that's why it's a little easier. But I assume there's some mixing happening here. It has been 30 minutes. We took a little peek, but now we're gonna look closer, see how it's doing. The main thing that's surprising me is it's mostly light. I didn't expect that since that was on the bottom and you could hardly see it even. It's definitely risen. Yeah, I think I would call that springy. It's getting pretty crunchy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
definitely
think it's
not
done?
like, I think so, because it's not like sinking in where I'm pressing.
So we just read the recipe, and after this, it has to sit for an hour.
Yeah,
so that's
so
fun.
Hop to it.
Yep. First step, let's get this out of here. Okay. I think it's okay.
Is it okay?
It's been cooling for a while, so. So, I guess we stick this on here and flip.
And hope I sprayed it well enough and we didn't make a mistake in not lining it.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that! Wow! And it is, the whole outside is the light color.
Interesting, but you can see it all in there.
Now we get to do our favorite thing. Melt chocolate.
So in the recipe it says plain chocolate as the main layer and then you do stripes of a milk chocolate. Since we consider the plain chocolate to be a milk chocolate, it is, even our stuff that we buy is labeled that. We were worried about not having enough contrast in color, so we're actually going to do a darker chocolate as the main icing. Use the plain chocolate for those stripes.
Nora's gonna attempt this. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good job. Yep, that's really good. Oh, is it still chunky?
A little bit.
Oops. I thought it was done. I'm sorry. Back to the heat with you. So this doesn't look quite as shiny and smooth as it does in that.
No,
But
it might set.
I think it will, but it's lumpier for sure for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Our cake's been setting.
It's not great looking.
It looks like we forgot to add a crumb coat.
Yeah,
Like it
it does. It's just
showing
like bumpy.
all of the little cake bits, and it's not smooth or
We
very
also
shiny.
tasted the frosting, and it just is a lot like butter.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I'm hoping it'll come together when you eat it
Yeah.
as one thing instead of
Yeah.
just the frosting on its own. So anyway, now we get to make it hopefully look a little bit better with just drizzle. So we're gonna melt some more chocolate, just a little bit, for this later chocolate.
Go wild.
Ah! It's so hot. It's not moving. Is it moving? It's moving. I'm wild.
So wild. I'd say that was a small enough cut.
Yeah. I'd say it was too. This is fun.
That looks fun. Let's make a Halloween cake.
Okay.
Let's do orange.
Does this look right?
Sure.
We have this much left to squirt into your mouth. Oh. It's not super swirly, but
No.
it's got distinct sections.
It's still just interesting because, like, this was where we put the white stuff.
It's true.
And now it's just completely shifted.
It has a crust.
Oh my gosh, it's very buttery.
It's like cornbread
A little bit.
without corn. You see what I mean there?
Yeah.
I just ate a piece that didn't really have any chocolate on it. so-
Definitely a crust for sure. Yeah, crunchy on the edges.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, flavor wise, it to me is like primarily butter.
Mm-hmm.
Butter forward.
I could not tell you that there was chocolate on the inside, except for the color.
Other than the crusty bit, the textured like the inside was fine.
It's nice. It's yeah, it's got like a nice little crumble to it. But
Yeah. It's not dry.
no, it's just plain, I guess. It is a nice amount of the frosting to the cake when you have a
Yeah.
side bit. It's not like way too much, completely
No,
overpowering.
definitely not. And because it's the frosting itself isn't that like chocolatey either.
Mm-hmm.
It like is more so than the cake for sure.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh whoa, that's a bunch of chocolate on this kind of plain cake.
Right. Plug of the week, whatever you can find. Find it where you find it.
Hope you like whatever it is.